What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and welcome to the Treetop News on the hump day, July the 27th. And we have a good show for you. First of all, let me thank you all for coming to my video, giving it a thumbs up, and also engaging with me in the comment section. I adore you. And by the way, as you always know, you could have been anywhere. You could be anywhere, but you came here. And you came here to watch me, and I really appreciate that very much. So without further ado, let's get right on into it with international news. Enjoy. So it looks like Germany is really feeling the pressure. They've been trying to bully other countries to give them some gas when they want to try to act big and bad with Russia. And the people have had enough of it. They want more money because things are getting very, 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 very expensive in Germany right now. Everything from the gas to the food to just living expenses. And now you're having people protest because I would have to say they're not going into a recession. They're currently in a recession. And one of the places that is affected a lot, besides the, I guess you can say the investment area, as well as the home area, home buying, is also the airplanes. You would think, well, first of all, they have to go up on their prices because of the oil and gas issue. But it looks like they're going through some strikes right now, and that caused them to cut off a lot of flights. I'm going to go through this. This is very important because Munich and Frankfurt, especially Frankfurt, these are, and good thing Cologne is not on here, these are your money areas, these are your business areas, and when you cut off flights to these places, this is going to actually hurt you in the long run. So let me read this really quickly. Lufthansa cancels almost all flights in Germany over planned Wednesday strike, which is going on right now. Germany's flagship carrier, Lufthansa, announced Tuesday that it is canceling almost all flights from its hubs of Frankfurt and Munich due to the scheduled ground staff strike this Wednesday, which is today. The carrier also said flights would be canceled Tuesday as well as later in the week as the ripple effects of the one-day strike are felt. Well, it's going to be more than one day. So if you are going to Germany, you may want to fly Delta or American Airlines, anything but Lufthansa, because they're going to have some problems. So keeping up with what's going on with nasty Pelosi in Taiwan, because I'm telling you, I'm going to be on this story. I'm waiting to see if I'm going to be right. So there are rumors, it hasn't been confirmed, that China is thinking about implementing a no-fly zone. Now, wouldn't that basically put a lot of hot sauce on that chicken, honey? U.S. military making plans to in case Pelosi travels to Taiwan. So this is getting really, really spicy. United States officials say they have little fear that China would attack Nancy Pelosi's plane if she flies to Taiwan. But the United States House Speaker would be entering one of the world's hottest spots where a misstep, or misunderstanding could endanger her safety. So the Pentagon is developing plans for so you're going to basically for any contingency. So now you're just going back on your words. You're like, we're not scared of no China. But we're gonna put some military there just in case China want to do something. I mean, which one is it? If you're not scared of China, then why put a military presence near them? Okay, this is gonna get bad. Officials told the Associated Press that if Pelosi goes to Taiwan, still an uncertainty. Oh, it's uncertain now, huh? Okay, first she was definitely going. And now I told you guys, she ain't gonna go. Look, because now they're going, well, we don't know if she's gonna go yet. And we haven't, what, she can't use COVID the second time around to get out of it. I'm trying to figure out what she's gonna use. You know what I think it is? I think, Poopy Pants Biden gonna tell her to go and she's gonna use that excuse. The military will increase its movement of forces and assets in the Indo-Pacific region. They declined to provide details, but said that fighter jets, ships, and surveillance assets and other military systems would likely be used to provide overlapping rings of protection for her flight to Taiwan and any time on the ground there. Yeah, okay. Y'all not scared. Y'all lying. Speaking of liars, UK's Johnson gives Churchill Award to Zelensky. This clown show is so entertaining, dude. Are you serious? British Prime Minister, well, soon to be ex-British Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Tuesday presented Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky with the Sir Winston Churchill Leadership Award, drawing comparison between the two leaders in times of crisis. I can't even finish this without laughing. Holy smokes, Zelensky's accepted the award by video link during the ceremony at Johnson's London office that would attend. Well, why are you not there to give it to him then, Boris? I got the video of this too. I'm like, why aren't you there to give him the award? What was the purpose of doing this by a video? You usually fly out there for any other reason. Why you didn't fly out there for that? That are attended by members of the Churchill family, Ukrainian ambassador, Vadim, okay, cannot pronounce that Ukrainian last name, and Ukrainians who have received training from British soldiers. Okay, so let's watch this video, y'all. Get ready for the cringe. So this comes from the Kyiv Independent. This comes from their Twitter account. Boris Johnson award President Zelensky with the Sir Winston Churchill Leadership Award for incredible courage. When you got sugar booger, you could be very brave. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said Churchill would have cheered and probably had wept too. Oh yeah. Oh my God, the lies. If he heard Zelensky say he needed ammunition, not a ride. This right here, UK. That's why y'all going under. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna watch no 6 minutes. Let's just watch the beginning of this. This is so there you go with Zelensky with his t-shirt and everything. This man does not like suits anymore now that he's he's in conflict with Russia. And they're doing it. This is so tacky. You're gonna give the award why aren't you there? Okay, let's watch this.
Друже Борисе, шановні члени товариства Черчилля, шановні учасники української збірної Warrior Games, я знаю, що ви також там присутні, дорогі гості. Це надзвичайна честь для мене отримати сьогодні таку нагороду за лідерство і отримуючи її, дуже доречно згадати одні з найвідоміших слів Вінстона Черчилля, які були сказані ним 8 травня 1945 року по завершенню війни у Європі. My dear friends, this is your hour. This is not victory of a party or of any class. It's a victory of the great British nation as a whole. І зараз я можу цілком справедливо сказати, що ця нагорода не тільки для мене і відображає не лише мої зусилля, її не було би без нас всіх, її б не було б без 160 українських воїнів, яким присвоєно звання Герой України за час від 24 лютого. Її не було б без більш ніж 24 тисяч українців і українок, які відзначені нашими державними нагородами за хоробрість в боях проти російської терористичної навали. Ця нагорода була би неможливою, якби увесь український народ не піднявся би для захисту свободи від нападу тиранії, як це зараз сказав Борис. тиранії, яка намагається повернути нас до найгіршого, що відбувалося у 20 столітті і що було б тоді переможно завдяки, зокрема, фактору Черчилля. Але не тільки це все відображається зараз. Варто сказати ще дещо. Українці та європейська історія завжди пам'ятатимуть тих, хто, не вагаючись, прийшов на допомогу нашому народу і самій ідеї свободи. Звертаючись до лондонців.
Did this clown talk for the entire 6 minutes? Hold on, I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds, guys. I don't want to hear all this.
Які святкували перемогу, Уінстон Черчилль згадав про те, що Британія протягом цілого року залишалась наодинці проти найбільшої воєнної сили того часу. І не вийшла з битви, не підкорилась, а створила приклад для усіх народів, які воюють проти тиранії. І приклад того, що перемога можлива, якщо пам'ятаєш, що таке честь, і не відступаєш від своїх принципів. Коли ми будемо святкувати нашу перемогу, а це обов'язково буде, ми зможемо сказати.
Victory. Okay, at the top of it, at 3 minutes, I'm gonna stop. I just can't do this. I just can't. Woo!
На щастя, трохи не так, як сказав сер Черчилль, бо Україна не залишилась наодинці після 24 лютого. З нами були ті, хто нам допомагав, хто пам'ятав у найгірший час, що таке честь, і хто...
Okay, that's it. Just make sure you pass the mirror with the razor blade on there, with the nice powder on there. Slava Ukraine. Speaking of Slava Ukraine, Ukraine is begging again. This time, they want free gas. See, you guys can sit up here and talk about everybody else you want to, but Ukraine is the welfare recipient of the world. There, I said it. They want... You guys been giving them free ammo. You've been giving them money. You've been giving them weapons, giving them free military vehicles, free everything. Now they want free gas. Jeez Louise, man. Can these people, I don't understand. Like, we're supposed to stop, patronizing the welfare mindset. And here we have one of the most biggest corrupt countries in the world, and it's gimme. Kyiv wants the same deal for natural gas as it gets from Washington's weapons. See, Ukraine will ask the United States for natural gas deliveries on the same principle as applies to weapons and ammunition. See what happens? Oh my God, I'm just so angry with this. Woosah. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis, last name I can't pronounce, said on Tuesday that this gas lease will be needed for the coming winter, he said. Meanwhile, the European Union has imposed gas rationings. The government of Ukraine has decided to apply to the government of the United States of America to provide our state with a gas lease for the stable heating season. What? I don't even think you're going to be around come this winter. Preparations for the most difficult winter in our history continue as we are looking for all possible tools to be ready for any scenario. What the man with the last name I can't pronounce did not elaborate on how the proposed arrangement will work. He used the term Lend-Lease, suggested that Kyiv expects to get deliveries of U.S. liquefied natural gas, LNG, for free. The U.S. has long sought to sell its LNG on the European market, but it could not compete with the Russian gas on price. You got that right. Washington currently sends millions of dollars worth of weapons and ammunition to Ukraine under the WW2 era scheme dust off in April, and now they want free gas. These people, I swear. This is what happens. You give them a rope, they try to hang you with it. Give them an inch, they take a mile. Let's just cut them off. It's a huge loss, and they're losing bigly. Anyway, let me know what you think about this and by leaving a comment below this video. So without further ado, let's move on over to national and local news. Well, another one bites the dust, boy. I swear. You know that guy who works as a press secretary for Joe Biden? Yeah, he quit and he said, I'm out of here. That whole taco thing was the last straw. Remember, this is the guy who went on Twitter because Jill Biden couldn't be bothered. She couldn't be bothered to come up and say, I didn't mean to compare Hispanics to breakfast tacos. I didn't mean it. So she had this guy, Michael LaRosa, do it. And I guess they shamed him so bad, oh boy had to quit and go to another job. Another one gone. Jill Biden's press secretary, Michael LaRosa, resigns. First Lady Jill Biden's press secretary stepping down this week, continuing the high turnover among the White House communication staff as messaging becomes a dire issue for the president and the First Lady. I miss you so much, Melania. I can't wait to see you come back in 2024. Michael LaRosa, who serves as the First Lady spokesman in 2019 during the campaign and was appointed press secretary in January 2021, will join public affairs firm Hamilton Place Strategies as a managing director, CNN first reported on Tuesday. For nearly 3 years, from the campaign to the White House, Michael has brought in encyclopedia knowledge of politics and media to my team as my spokesperson and advisor. That's what Jill Biden said. So she told the news media. On a small team, loyalty and friendship are lifelong. We will miss Michael. I'm sure he ain't gonna miss you. However, we are excited for him to begin a new chapter in his career, she said. LaRosa's last day will be this Friday. I know he cannot wait, boy. He's like, dude, I am so out of here. And you know who else is out of here? Kamala Harris and her daggone mind. Oh my goodness, y'all gotta watch this. I'm sure you guys seen this. Here's Kamala, and she's sitting at a table full of nothing but whamming. There's nothing but whamming at this table, and because she's around nothing but whamming, I think she needs a virtue signal to her unhinged base that don't hardly vote, and they definitely didn't vote for her. She's gonna tell you her pronouns and also tell you what color suit she has on. This is the Vice President of the United States, and you want to know why half the world is turning against us. Watch for yourself.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
okay, first of all, hold on. First of all, the fact that you're sitting there with a mask on just tells me, I just, as soon as I see a mask on somebody's face, I tune out. Now, I want you to know when the camera's off, they all take the mask off, because this is nothing but virtue signaling, okay? This is, wearing a mask just basically tell you what political side you're on at this moment, okay? And you notice she had to look down to see what type of color suit she's wearing. I don't know what to say about these people, I swear. But, yeah, okay. All right, let's see if we can do some news dumps here. Transgender swimmer Leah Thomas loses bid for NCAA Woman of the Year. What? You mean to tell me that a man who's only been a woman for 2 years lost out of being Woman of the Year after being nominated? I swear the injustice. Teachers must hide children's transgender status from parents under new Philadelphia policy. Hey, Those of you who are very concerned for your children in Philadelphia, you better get on it, okay? This is a red alert. Obama-appointed judge rules Indiana school must allow transgender student back on girls' softball team. Notice, once again, I'm going to keep saying this until you guys understand this. This never applies to anybody trying to fight on the males' baseball team. You never see any men saying, man, well, we got a transgender man here. Well, we got a trans man. That's not an issue. That's not an issue because there is, to this day, there's not one trans man that has made a blip on the scoreboard when it comes to men's sports. Okay, so it's the total opposite when it comes to women's sports versus men's sports. You have a lot of trans women breaking women records, but there are not one, not even close to any trans men breaking male records or men's records. So just keep that in mind here. And here's a very interesting, because y'all know I hate the menopausal table known as The View. Turning Point USA issues cease and desist to ABC News over defamatory statements on The View. So this is what has happened. Of course, I actually saw this episode on Twitter. They want to make a big deal in reference to, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. There was a couple of feds or hired provocateurs that came out there with swastikas and the SS symbol, and they came out there in front of the Turning Point USA conference. Now, of course, I'm really proud of the GOP, and also, and brace yourself, I'm going to say this, I'm very proud of Turning Point USA not even addressing this, including Ron the Man DeSantis, the GOAT, okay? That they're not doing this because here's the deal. No one on the Democratic side demanded that Jill Biden apologize in person and address the fact that she referred to Hispanics as tacos. And let's not forget when Joe Biden referred to a black male Democrat as boy. See, when they do actually blatant racist things, they don't have to be accountable. But when you have people that have been planted, this clearly has nothing to do with anything dealing with a Republican. I wouldn't be surprised if these were actual Antifa or just straight up feds. And they expect you to kowtow to these demands. Oh, there's a swastika. There's a swastika. If you was to put a swastika flag or if you had a group of people in front of the DNC, do you think that they would denounce that? No. And I'm so glad that the GOP is not basically kowtowing to that. And then The View had a problem with it. They was like, I can't believe they're not denouncing everything about those Nazis that was outside with the flag. Well, because we're not playing by your rules anymore, and thank God the GOP stopped doing that. I got tired of them doing that during Trump's presidency. So here's what had happened. When this came out and they began to talk about it, this is when Whoopi said something stupid, and this is when everybody started saying sue the View. So hashtag sue the View started to trend, okay? It was going off and on, but it got back on, and that's when I took the screenshot. So let's go over the actual video footage as well as the thread from Turning Point USA's official Twitter account. And this is where I think Whoopi's about to get sued again, as well as The View. Now, I want y'all to remember our boy Kyle Rittenhouse is still in the process of suing The View, as well as Whoopi individually. So there's several lawsuits, but Whoopi is being sued independently. In addition to The View itself, the network is being sued by Kyle Rittenhouse. And it looks like Master Charlie is going to also participate in that lawsuit on his own. So here we go. Here's the thread. Yesterday, The View and Whoopie Goldberg smeared and lied about Turning Point USA regarding an incident where supposed quote-unquote Nazis showed up outside of the Student Action Summit. Here is that. Let's go ahead and play that broadcast here for you.
Okay, so you have to read this thing.
Oh, I've got a legal note. The conservative group.
Sunny normally does this, but
I know.
Yes.
This is our knockoff lawyer.
Okay.
The conservative group Turning Point USA has condemned the group of neo-Nazis and said they have nothing to do with the organization.
Yeah, but where was DeSantis is what I want to know.
But you let them in.
President, open your
You
back
let
door.
them in and you knew what they were.
Right.
Hold on. See, this is what I'm talking about. So this is why they're going after Whoopi, because first of all, Turning Point USA, you should have never sent anything out saying that you denounced them, okay? And then she's saying you let them in. No, they were outside. Here they are, right? They were never allowed in. So this is why they're going after Whoopi right here, because she lied and said you let them in. And this is why she had her little white person here. I don't know who this woman is. And to read the notice first. And then Whoopi just slammed that by saying, "But you let them in. You let them in. Yeah, you're just the same thing with the swastikas."
Where was DeSantis is what I want to know.
But you let them in.
President, open your
You
back
let
door.
them in and you knew what they were.
Right.
So you are complicit. We'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, so that's what she said, okay? Then it says, while they were forced by their legal department to correct 2 of these misrepresentations live on air, Whoopi continued to insist that Turning Point USA somehow welcomed Nazis into our event. Okay, so let's read this. I think that's the same thing. Did she come back after the break and still talked about them?
I'll make a quick clarification about
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I guess they talked to her during the commercial break. Here we go.
I'll make a quick clarification about the neo-Nazis at the Turning Point event. They were outside protesters. My point was more metaphorical, that you embraced them at your thing, I felt. So they were not in the building.
They
No,
felt
but you know what?
invited.
Okay.
You know what? If the so-called Antifa, who are anti-fascist, that's what Antifa stands for, would go there and protest, then Antifa would get a bad reputation. That's why when I hear that Antifa is
Right, but that's not...
But you guys don't compare. First of all, y'all embrace Antifa, and you don't denounce Antifa. As a matter of fact, y'all still saying that Antifa don't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Just shut up. Just shut up. Gosh.
when I hear that Antifa is
right, but that's not. But let me just make sure that everybody, because misunderstanding what people say is very big.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure I know they were not in the building, but they were in the mix of people at the thing.
You know how
No, they were not, you idiot. They were outside. Nobody's mixing with these people. Just sue her already. Just sue her already, dude. Just sue her.
But they were in the mix of people at the thing.
You know how bad.
All right. So, wow, this is really exciting. After a group of Antifa and left-wing protesters showed up, predictably, to protest our event, they eventually disappeared. Then, minutes later, these so-called Nazis appeared. Who are these people? We have no idea. And apparently, ABC and other news medias aren't curious enough to find out exactly. Turning Point USA students confronted and argued with these individuals. Our security attempted to remove the Nazis, but were unable to intervene because they were standing on the public sidewalk, which, unfortunately, if you stand on the public, you can't do anything. TPUSA students ultimately left the scene, at which point these individuals disappeared. So you see how this is. So this is planted. They like to do this planting thing and then sit up here and say, oh, this is part of your crew. But if this was done to the DNC or any type of Democratic convention, they wouldn't even acknowledge it either. So I don't know why Turning Point USA bent the knee and even had to sit up here and denounce this right here. This has nothing to do with them. So you see, Okay, and then this is that TPUSA issued the following statement to all press who requested comment. And once again, you're playing by the stupid game. I wouldn't have said, well, we don't have nothing to do with them. We are denouncing them, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, people are saying sue, 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 lawsuit, sue them, because they still double down, even though their legal team tells them, hey, you need to correct what you just said. Well, they still a part of the thing, you know what I'm saying? They're still a part of it. So then Master Charlie said, because he had enough of this foolishness now. Now, I hope he ain't, bluffing here. I hate when these conservatives bluff. But he says, talking to lawyers, many think we have a strong case. You cannot smear minors as Nazis and get away with it. It impacts them for the rest of their life. Hashtag sue the video. Now, we understand that Whoopi is dumber than a bag of rusted hammers. And let's not forget who we talking about. Now, she's dumb, but she got lots of money. So I say, sue, 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 sue. Let's not forget this clown said this in reference to Jill Biden, okay? Watch this.
And Dr. Jill becomes a Surgeon General. His wife.
Yeah,
Joe Biden's wife, because he would never do it, but she's a hell of a doctor. She's an amazing doctor.
I thought she was a doctor and
PhD.
Yeah, I
could be wrong. I thought she was.
I think she's a teacher, but
And Dr. Jill.
See, they telling her she's not a medical doctor. This is what's wrong. This is what say the bigotry of low expectation. She said something. I think Jill could be the Surgeon General. Okay, she's an amazing doctor. And then this woman, I don't know, I keep forgetting these women's names. Okay, she was saying like, yeah, she's a great teacher. Not telling her, I'm sorry, she's not a medical doctor. You imbecile. Anyway, good news. Well, mostly good news. Remember those 3 women who attacked a white woman on the bus? Well, congratulations to the victim. 2 of the 3 have been arrested. Now, I'm hoping they are going to be charged with a hate crime. I'm hoping. Thanks to a tip, detectives followed up on and arrested 2 juveniles regarding this anti-white assault that occurred on a Q53 bus on July the 9th. There is one outstanding perpetrator, and that's this one right here with the green hair. Okay, so these 2 have been caught, but this one has not been caught yet. It's only a matter of time. They will catch him, but apparently these 2 are not snitching on her. But I just want to let you guys know that update. I'm going to keep an eye on the charges. Right now, they have not released the charges, and I'm hoping they're not going to release these heifers either. So we will see what comes up. Okay, and of course, I want to give you guys some bad news. Listen, this is hurting my heart, but there may be a silver lining in the future for this, because there's another company that's interested in buying the rights. So Klondike Choco Taco discontinued after almost 40 years. Why would y'all get rid of such a... My mouth is watering now. Looking at this. Why would you guys get rid of such a delicious dessert? Holy smokes. Fans of Klondike Choco Taco are saying goodbye to the beloved ice cream truck mainstay. The dessert giant discontinued the iconic chocolatey treat that's been sold for almost 4 decades. People confirm. Now, they still have them in the supermarket, but they're not making any more. So if you have a Taco Bell that still have some, I doubt very seriously by the time you guys get this message today, because this was announced yesterday, a lot of people are going and they're just hoarding it. They're just buying it in big bulks, and they're just going to keep it. I don't blame them, because when you discontinue something delicious like this, people are just going to hoard it and maybe even sell it for more of the price than they purchased it. But there's a chance, I was looking at it on Twitter. I don't have the actual Twitter exchange, but there's a chance that another company is looking to buy the rights to Klondike's Choco Taco. So I'll keep an eye on that, and let's hope that deal goes through, so that this beautiful, delicioso chocolate treat does not go into the memory hole. Such good times. Oh, we can never have good things. Dang. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes national and local news. Now let's move over to some feel-good news.
Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Ow! Feels good.
Lil Wayne was trending today, and I decided to click on it to see why he was trending. And even though this was pretty sad news for him, it pulled my heartstrings. I'm sorry, it just made me feel so good. And so I had no idea he had a very strong bond with the police officer who saved his life when Wayne tried to out himself. If you would like to see the full interview, I will include the link to the entire story, where Lil Wayne talked about how he had some mental issues and that his mother was going to take him out of rap, and he decided to take himself out, and that he called the police, and then when the police got there, they were all worried about the drugs and the guns, and therefore but he Uncle Bob, I guess what he called them, saw him laying there, and instead of waiting for the ambulance, they basically rushed him, and he was there with him the entire time, like, hang on, and Lil Wayne didn't. It's really a wonderful story. Lil Wayne didn't forget about him at all, and he also mourned him on his Instagram. Let me just read this really quickly, because this was something that made me feel good, because it's a lot of times you have some people who, don't realize that there are good police officers out there, and Lil Wayne did not go into the whole cliche of F the police and that I hate the police. He understands that he would not be alive today if it wasn't for his Uncle Bob, who was on the New Orleans police department at the time. Lil Wayne is mourning the death of a New Orleans police officer who heroically saved his life when the rapper was just 12 years old. The 5-time Grammy Award winner is 39 years old, took to Instagram on Monday to pen some heartfelt words about Robert, aka Uncle Bob Hobbler, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who rushed to his aid after the childhood attempting to take himself out in 1994. Sorry guys, I can't say the word. It'll get me in trouble. Everything happens for a reason. I was dying when I met you at this very spot. Oh, this is what he was talking about right here. Okay. So, this is a condemned home. Uncle Bob was in good shape. I wonder what he passed away from. But this is the home, this condemned now, where Lil Wayne used to live at. So there's that. So I'll go ahead and read it from, I hope you guys, do I have that scene on it? Yeah, I do. I'll read it from this spot right here. Everything happens for a reason. I was dying when I met you at this very spot. You refused to let me die. Everything that doesn't happen for a reason. That reason being you and Faith. R.I.P. Uncle Bob. Aunt Katie been waiting for you. Oh, got it. It just gets me every time I read it. Like, I'm okay. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay. Aunt Katie been waiting for you. I'll love and miss you both and live for us all. So, So because I got all mushy about it, I was like, okay, this makes me feel good, so it should make you all feel good anyway. Anywho, I thought it was a good feel-good story, so I decided to share it with you all. It just goes to show you never know who's going to always be there for you and be thankful that you were there for them when they needed you the most. So let me know what you think about this story. I love it. And like I said, I will leave all links to this article as well as his Instagram and the video where he tells the complete story. Please watch it. It'll get you. It'll get you right there in the fifis. I'm telling you, like it got me. And yeah, I'll have that all in the source, underneath the source section of the description box below. And there you have it, taters, the conclusion to the Treetop News for this hump day, Wednesday, July the 27th. Now remember, if you're watching this on a Wednesday, I will be on the live stream tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, I live stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And today you get to see my beautiful, not beautiful, beautiful face, okay? I would also like to give a big shout out to Olivia for her donation, okay? Thank you so much for your support. And guys, come check it out. Speaking of support, you know what's free? Hitting that like button. You know what else is free? Sharing the video. And as you all know, I am very active with you all in the comment section. So if you get a little thumb up to your comment, I did that. I just want you to know I'm the one doing that. So if I don't either like your comment or I don't respond to it, I will always give it a thumbs up. I am very active in my comment section, so let me know what you think, okay? So once again, this is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Thank you so much for looking at my video, participating with my video, and engaging with my video. And I will either see you either on the next video or on my next live stream. Later, taters.